We're bad friends.
Do you know Green Day? Do you know that band? God, that's so
He just wrote me a
weird.
letter.
Billy Joe Armstrong wrote you a fucking letter?
Well, he sent me coffee.
Time out.
What?
Are you friends with him?
Yeah.
You are?
Yeah.
He did TB? He did the belly?
I have a weird story with him.
With Billy Joel Armstrong?
Yeah.
Please. Like arguably so much of my influence when I was in a band in high school.
He did Mad TV, right?
Oh, he was a guest.
Yeah, his Green Day played Mad TV.
Right.
We would get like Marilyn Manson and Green Day to play Mad TV, right?
Wow, yeah.
And that's where I learned. That's where I met like Ryan Reynolds. We had young actors as well that would guest star or whatever, right? Mm-hmm. So that's where I met Billy. But then like Billy and I became, for some reason, Mad TV was like, we're gonna send you out to the Grammys to me, and you're gonna interview people on the red carpet. So
Great.
Yeah, so I would like interview people at like, the Emmys.
That's awesome.
Or the Grammys.
Didn't you like that?
I hated it.
Why, Bob?
Because you're with the press. So it's like,
yeah, but they know you're a comedian.
I want to be, no. At the time, no one knew who I was.
Oh.
So I want to be like on the red carpet, and I'm with 50,000 people with cameras and going, hey. You know what I mean? Like, it was terrible.
Didn't they have a press person go, excuse me, we have a guy from Mad TV, a comedian,
yeah,
Bobby
no
Lee?
one would want to do it.
Right.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I said something
Give it.
so hacky, and it
Give
makes me
it.
sweat so much. I can't. I don't think.
Please.
Oh my god! It's so embarrassing.
So what? We all have embarrassing shit. What was it?
So, and me and Nicole Parker are at the Emmys, and no one will come. And then William H. Macy, right, decides to come, right, and I go, so how's the department stores?
Did you really say that to William H. Macy? How are the department stores? Do you even get that joke, Rudy?
No.
There's a department store called Macy's. Do you know Macy's?
Yeah.
You know, like Nordstrom's.
His response was worse.
Yeah, he probably said, "Go fuck yourself."
No. You're a comedian, and he walked away.
Oh my god, I like that guy so much more. Oh my god, how much more do I like William H. Macy now that he said that to you? You're a comedian. Walks away.
But it was one of those things where it's like when it was coming out of my mouth, my mind and my filter and everything about me inside, you know what I mean? Code red, bail. Yeah. But it was still coming out. It was still coming out.
And
they're like, sorry, boss, it's already in the thing, you know.
We sent it out.
We sent it out. You know what I mean?
What did Nicole say?
Oh, she blushed. All the blood, you know what I mean? Just rushed into her face red. And she was just kind of looking on the ground cross-eyed, sweat dripping. And,
upset.
Because imagine, so he goes, and you're a comedian? He walks away. This is me.
I would love to see that.
And Nicole Parker, we're just sitting there like this. And I remember turning to Nicole and going something like, this is my last one of these.
How many had you done?
Like 6 or 7.
Were they paying you money?
The show was.
But I mean, that was just a thing you had to do outside of the show.
And also the show, I mean, obviously you're on a late night sketch show. You're not making that much money to ruin your career
that started your career.
Yeah, but at the time though, you think it's done.
Yeah.
You know?
How's the
department store?
You're a comedian, huh?
Oh my God, the pain.
What did Billy Joel say? What I want to know.
So anyway, Billy Joel, right? I remember one night, it was after some event or something, and his wife and him, I didn't know them at all.
Right? Like you? What do you mean?
I barely knew him. You know what I mean? He was always nice to me though.
Yeah.
He was always like a really nice guy. He really is. If you ever met him?
No, but I think
sweet.
they're phenomenal.
So talented.
Trey cool.
I remember he goes, let's not go to that bar. And he goes, we're staying at this hotel, my wife and I. Come just to the room, we'll hang out. I swear to God. No, it wasn't that vibe. No, it wasn't it wasn't that vibe. It wasn't that vibe. No. So I just remember like
come to the room and hang out with my wife.
No, because his wife was in the room.
I know, but also let's just
meet. This is what happened.
Never inviting someone up to my room with my wife.
Well, back then
it was the 90s.
Yeah. So we were just like, I just remember he's laying on the bed.
Okay. It wasn't
I'm
like
lying
that.
on my
He's
back.
laying on the bed.
I'm laying on my back, and his wife was knitting.
This is hot.
On the fucking couch.
This is porn.
She was like making a blanket or something. And we talked for like 3 or 4 hours.
Just sitting on the beds.
No, I'm laying on the ground. He's laying on the bed. And we're just laughing and telling stories and stuff. And I remember just going, all right, later, and I left.
It was really sweet.
Yeah, it was a cool little. I've had so many little moments, weird moments like that.
So you have to cherish those.
Yeah.
And know that those are really important instead of when you get upset and you get weirded out by the business and you're sad, you have those moments for the rest of your life.
If I look back, I have so many little moments, like when John Cena, like, you know John Cena, right?
No, I don't know who John Cena is. Who is he?
He's an actor.
Is he though?
He's in the W. He was in the WWE.
I know. I saw Fast 9. I saw Fast.
Oh, he's in that? He's
John
in that?
Cena. John Cena is like the main opposition to
So he
Vin Diesel.
I remember like when
We're all about family.
I remember we did 24 with Bobby Lee, right?
Mm-hmm.
And John Cena, I go, we did it in my apartment. So I go, I'm sleeping, so you have to wake me up. So slap me in the chest. So the first take he goes like that, and I go, and I kind of got mad. I was just like, dude,
Hit me.
bro, this is television. It reads.
Hit me.
Hit me as hard as you can.
Yes.
And he goes, I'll break every bone in your body. I go, hit me. He goes, I will break. I go, hit me. See, I just remember like laying there, and then like knocking out.
Oh, he woke you up to knock you out.
No, I was unconscious. Like he went, right on my thing, right? And I went to heaven, right? Jesus! And I came back into my body, right? And then for some reason I got up, and then I go back to the first thing.
Yeah, do what you did
Yeah,
before.
do what you did before. You're right. You know what I mean?
Was he a cool guy?
I love him. One of the nicest guys.
See how many small, beautiful moments
But I have
you
these
had?
little tiny moments with Billy Joel, with John Cena, with a million things. I'll tell you another thing. I ever tell you about the Asian sex party?
Wait, have we talked about that on this show?
Yeah, I think that was
We
one of
did.
the first 5
Oh.
episodes.
We did. Let me tell you something. I've been lucky to have a lot of little moments, but I was so young in the business that
You've had good moments.
well, when I did Punked, we met a million celebrities.
Right.
But I was so embarrassed about doing the show that it was a little hard for me. Like I drove Drake to meet the president. He thought he was meeting Barack Obama and Joe Biden.
Oh, so you're also you have to be
You're
in the
playing a
scene and
character.
commit to the scene, and you have to play this guy, almost be invisible.
Yeah, you do. You have to be a chameleon.
You have to be a chameleon. That must be hard. And then it's also like, it's not as if you're the star of the show. You're kind of just a player, right? So you have to kind of be unknown almost.
Well, you do have to be unknown. And then afterwards, sometimes they like you and you get to know them. I mean, that's how I got to know Bam Margera. Like, I got to know some people from the show because afterwards they were like, yo, that was great.
Yeah.
Because we also wrote the show.
Yeah.
So that was cool. But there were moments where, you know, we would have to mess with celebrities and you're like, then they're upset when it's over and then they hate you. And you're
Right.
like, it's not me.
Yeah.
It's a thing. And they're like, no, fuck you.
Really?
Kind of.
I mean, are there times where, I mean, obviously this happens where they go, I'm not going to sign the NDA for that.
all the time.
Release.
That happened so much. It was insane.
And then you have some producers come up and like, come on, man.
They beg and they offer
beg.
money and whatever they can do.
And
I
it
mean,
doesn't-
it just doesn't work because people are like, no, we're not going to do it.
Wow. I would-
Unless the star that punked them was so big. Like when Bieber did people, when we worked with him,
Yeah.
no one was going to say no.
Right.
Because the airtime for them was like,
Huge.
anybody said yeah.
Yeah.
Mac Miller, who's passed away, he was incredible. And he was a kid. He was probably 18 or 17. And man, he was so good, so
How did
young.
he die?
Overdose.
Oh.
I mean, you know, it's really weird because it was like, it was an accident. I think he went to bed and took a couple pills to go to sleep and just didn't wake up.
Yeah.
That's the kind of stuff that you should be lucky that you're alive because of all the stuff that you did. Some people just take a couple pills and they never wake up.
Yeah.
And you did so,
Not so much. Yeah.
much more.
Yeah.
But you never did pills.
I did. That was my main thing.
No, not like, but you didn't like mix a bunch of stuff and then take pills and go to bed.
Yeah. I would take 6 Valiums.
At night before you went to sleep?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
I mean, Jerry Seinfeld saw my dick.
What is up with that?
You hear about that?
Yeah,
No.
we've talked about that on
Yeah,
here.
we did.
Yeah.
About Jerry.
Yeah,
Yeah, he
yeah.
hated it.
Well, I did. Apparently, it was just a rumor. All right, George. I sometimes repeat myself. There's no way. You don't have to fucking shame me. Yeah, we heard about that already. Move on.
He does that thing where he gets a little too uppity-buppity.
It's also, dude. Listen.
Do you know what he didn't do? You know what he didn't do? Didn't introduce me to his wife at the party. She had to come up to me.
I know. I saw that.
She goes, hi, we didn't get to meet.
Yeah, I saw
George,
that.
why didn't you introduce me to your wife and your baby?
I was busy with my baby. Sorry, sir. I was.
But I show up, I say hi.
I did.
How nice, Bob, was I? I
introduced
went
you.
around to
Come on,
everybody.
I
You were a
introduced you.
sweetheart.
And I went around to everybody and I said hi. And you know who's the sweetest to me?
Yeah.
Everybody but George.
Oh,
Who I
come
know
on.
on the most
know,
personal.
I know.
I know you more than anybody there. Kalila's mom was so polite and nice. The redheaded firefighter guy was incredible.
Jeff.
Jeff.
Yeah.
Whose wife works for
NASA.
but UCLA, but it's NASA too.
Oh, did you get that?
My favorite thing about when Bobby
I love it.
when you introduce me to people,
I love it.
your information I know is wrong.
No, it's not that. I like to embellish and make people look good.
Always.
Right? So if you,
You go,
work,
she works for NASA, and I go, really? You go, and I go, in what capacity? You go, dude, on the aerospace, on the fucking rockets. And I was like, whoa. And so when Jeff goes, hey, great to meet you. And I
Yeah.
said, great to meet you. And then he said, I said, your wife works for NASA? That's incredible. He goes, she works for UCLA, but in conjunction with NASA. I go, is she a rocket scientist? And he goes, well, she works on the pieces for the pieces that go for the
yeah,
rocket.
she works at NASA.
You made it sound like she's fucking
No,
in a
I
rocket.
didn't say that. She was like a 5
Does
foot.
Tito Bobby exaggerate when he's talking about people and what they do?
A little.
Yeah.
We're gonna add another minute tonight to your set.
No.
Yeah, yeah.
No.
Another minute to your
Couple,
set
just a
tonight.
couple of minutes.
more extra minutes.
No.
Yeah.
Tell me,
Yeah.
if this goes well, this thing that we're doing, do you want to do a Bad Friends tour or no?
Yeah.
Because last time we talked about it, you were a little skeptical. In fact, you didn't even tell me you wanted to tour until
Listen,
2022.
I think that we should do this. I think here's what I'm willing to do. I'm willing to do how about if I do 15, 20 minutes on stage as a stand-up, you do 30 or whatever you want to do, right? Then we do
come out together and do the show.
come out together, but we also do a podcast almost.
Yeah, you come out and do the show.
We do a live podcast. How do we do it? If we could do it somehow where we do the live podcast, but also do a little stand-up and also do a little double thing, right? And then Jules is there too on stage, right? If we go on tour, you're going.
Yeah. When does school start in the fall?
August 30.
August 30th.
Yeah.
And then what do you have to do for school? Can you do stuff online?
Yeah,
It doesn't have to be in person.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be in person.
Dude, the world has changed so much.
know.
That's insane to me. You can just
crazy.
now she can tour
You can tour with us.
and she doesn't have to worry about missing anything because we
Yeah.
just have to have internet for her. We just
Yeah.
have to get those little what are those? Like mobile hotspots or whatever.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
what we
yeah.
need to do.
Yeah.
Dude, what a life.
No, honestly, let's book some dates then. Let's try one.
We will.
No, like in August. or
I'm
something.
serious. Let's do it because that's funny because speaking of Rudy's popularity, which is a little much, she was getting drunk at your house, dude. She was on 4 White Claws,
Not even just. Let me say something.
shit-faced. Because when I looked over and I said,
She was blitzed.
I said, what are you doing over there, Rudy? And she goes, fuck off. That's what she
Yeah,
said
yeah.
by the pool. Fuck off.
Yeah.
I did not like it. I didn't like the attitude, but she said, black cherry. That's what she said.
Yeah.
Charles
Charles Bukowski is my favorite. She said.
Is that what she said?
Yeah, Charles Bukowski is my favorite.
You're big on Bukowski now?
Yeah. Wow.
No, yeah, you are.
I feel cool up that she's no longer a high schooler. I can see it now.
Now she's an adult to you?
Well, she put a half a tank of gas in the car, which is cool.
Did you really?
Yeah.
I put full, not
It
half.
wasn't full.
How?
It wasn't full.
Is that the first time you've ever pumped your own gas?
No, I did it while he was away.
Yeah, it wasn't full.
It was a full. No, it wasn't full.
It was full.
I swear on my mother's life, it wasn't.
You're just blind, Tito Bobby.
Whoa.
Whoa, whoa.
He's not going to swear on his mother's life
whoa.
or something that's not true. Speaking of which, we still need to go out to
It's so
Phoenix
fun.
and see your mom.
We will. I'm just blind.
Yeah.
Another minute.
Ooh.
No.
What is that, 5 now?
Yeah, it's 6 minutes.
Oh, 6 minutes now.
Yeah.
You keep amping it up. This is what you're going to get into.